Brazil is the local where that saying, think global, act locally, is very true.
What should companies know about operating in Brazil? What are like the main factors that companies need to know?
The only way the partnership can really succeed, in my opinion, is to treat your partner as an extension of your own company.
What are you looking for in terms of how you select the partners to work with?
First of all, we need to understand that technology. We say domain the technology. Second filter, we need to be able to domain the application. And last but not least, replicability. Absolutely, this is critical. But above all, boots on the ground is mandatory.
Today we're interviewing Omar Garzedin. Omar is the owner of TecWise Brazil. He's been helping foreign companies for over 20 years plus with their technologies and introducing them into the industrial, mining, and the metals market.
Thank you, Cody.
Perfect. Look, TecWise has a long history here in Brazil, and I would love for you to tell us how it started.
Yeah, sure. Well, TecWise was founded in 1997 because of a perceived gap in the interoperability of different automation platforms. We could realize at that time that actually the operator was a kind of hostage of the solutions that were being supplying, but they couldn't, act as a single platform to give a broader view of the whole solution. So I visited seminars and technical shows in US and Germany. And in 1997/98, we brought a RF platform that could allow all these different vendors to interconnect and operate among themselves. It was the foundation of the company.
Wow, that's amazing. And today, where's TecWise? What are you doing today, and how has the company changed?
We work in the heavy industrial arena, mostly mining, and basically the way that we could organically grow was listening to the customers. Okay, they always tell us what's the most important for them, what actually they need. So the companies we have in our portfolio today, the products and company, the solutions, basically was most of them were indicated by our customers. In 2013, one of our main customers asked the one European company to suggested they should have a partner in Brazil. We were connected them to this European company, and actually we are now a part of this group.
Oh, excellent. And today, after all these years of introducing technology, in your opinion, what are some of the unique challenges of introducing technology into Brazilian mines, for example, compared to other countries?
Yeah, the mining market in Brazil is huge, but is also very conservative. A company that is willing to bring and introduce a new technology in Brazil, they should be prepared to deal with proof of concepts, pilots, tests, trials, no matter if they are already established in a different country, but Brazil are very unique on this matter. They should be prepared for investing in HR and equipments for, conquer the customer mind and heart.
What are some of the factors companies need to know in order to determine if a technology or service is really competitive in the Brazilian market?
Well, despite being a continental country, especially the mine industry in Brazil, they are very interconnected. Okay, so a company that is coming to Brazil, they should be focusing in a long-term result. Okay, so basically, they should be prepared to have boots on the ground and understand the customer's pains and requirements. After that, they should be able to prescribe the right solution and actually to prescribe their technology for their needs. But above all, boots on the ground is mandatory.
And what are the typical mistakes that you've seen foreign companies make when trying to enter the Brazilian market?
The biggest mistake, in my opinion, is when the company just try to export their technology to Brazil. Okay, it's not like this. Brazil is the local where that saying, think global, act locally, is very true. They need to adjust their model according to our culture, according to our to the needs of the market.
And could you give an example maybe of some of those local things that are unique to Brazil that you would recommend companies change? I don't know if you have an example off the top of your
Yes, the technical support is something that is really important for them. Okay, if they have a very good technical support in Australia, it's going to be in a different time zone in a different language, so it will not work.
So a lot of what we've been talking about these last few minutes is about having a local presence and having good support and being able to offer these things. In your opinion, is a local presence absolutely required if you're going to service the Brazilian market, whether that be through a partner or through on your own?
Absolutely, this is critical.
Mm.
Okay, the customer, we are used to see customers saying that they are not going to buy something from a different country in a different language in a different time zone. Okay, so it's mandatory having local support.
And in terms of the local support, because we've seen other clients where they want to send their engineers, whatever, from Australia, from Canada, is it absolutely required that they speak Portuguese?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. If you go to the minings, to the main mines in Brazil that are in the north of the country, it's the middle of the Amazon rainforest. You
Mm.
don't have many, English speakers there.
Uh, are there any areas where you see opportunity in Brazil for new technologies or services, areas that are opening up, things that the mines are looking for?
I see a few savings and environmental monitoring as an area that can bring some great opportunities, especially dust monitoring and water monitoring.
Is in Brazilian mines, is there issues with water
Yep,
right now?
yeah. Not only the quality, but also to check the balance of the water in the mine. And there is a big change in the regulation for, and also due to the discharacterization or demobilization of the tailings, the mines are now performing dry stacking.
Yep.
Dry stacking means a lot of dust for their communities around, so it's a big market.
And in terms of automation, are you seeing a big push towards automation, automation of trucks, automation of equipment, automation?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Um, what should companies know about operating in Brazil based on your experience? You're Brazilian, you've lived here, you've done business here. What are like the main factors that companies need to know?
Brazil, for many things, is the jewel of the Latin American crown,
Mm.
but we have a very complex tax system that sometimes can scare, companies that are based or established in a country that has a more, how could I have, yeah, an easier tax system. However, once the company find the right partner and is in the market, this barrier would work on their favor
Mm.
because it basically the new companies that are coming or willing to come will need to surpass these Chinese walls to get into the market. So once you are in, you are in a very
Kind of
good
acts as a
position.
way to protect
Exactly,
your life.
exactly.
And in terms of, I mean, you're representing a lot of different companies from Australia, Canada, Europe, wherever. When companies are working with partners,
Hmm.
in your opinion, what are some things that they can do to make sure that their partner's going to be successful?
The biggest mistake they can make is to see and treat their partner as a customer. The only way a partnership can really succeed, in my opinion, is to treat your partner as an extension of your own company.
And in terms of being able to provide you with the tools so that you can go and offer their technology, what can they give you to make your job easier?
Uh, in the first projects, we always ask them to come to send their engineers, and then we work shoulder to shoulder in the, the first one or two or three projects until our guys, our engineers are ready to go on themselves. So basically, it's really working in a transparent mode. Uh, the way we work with our partners, I'm used to say that we are used to build bridges instead of building walls. Okay, we want to bring the partner to see their customer, to be in front of the customer, to participate in the meetings along with us. We don't want them just to have a kind of perception. We want them to breathe the same air we are breathing, so they need to come.
My last question for you, Omar, is when you're looking at different technologies, different potential partners, from your perspective, what are you looking for in terms of how you select the partners to work with?
Um, we are using to use what we call the three filters. Okay, so to find the right partner, we first of all we need to understand the technology. We say domain the technology. We should be able to service the customer, to help the customer, to support the customer once we are trained by the vendor, the manager. So we say that we are able to domain the technology. Second filter, we need to be able to domain the application. Basically, we should be able to detect and select where that technology is going to fit well. So we are working in certain verticals. We are basically inside of that verticals. We are not going to try something else. So basically, we understand the application. And last but not least, replicability. We are in a position that we need to sell it to different customers. One project that we sell to customer A, we should be able to replicate to customer B, C, and D. So it's a long-term strategy.
Can you tell us some of the things or technologies that you're working with right now?
Yeah, absolutely. We have two divisions in our company. We call two business units. One is for geo-environmental monitoring. So we do using an automation platform for some partners. We install sensors, transmitters, data loggers, software that we can basically monitor tailings dams and tunnels and pits, different structures of the mine. And we have a second business unit that we call operation technology that we supply teleoperation for dozers and trucks and also for underground mines using the LHTs for, to improve the safety of their processes.
And so you guys aren't just providing and selling the technology, there's actually services that come along with that, making sure that
Yes,
the change management and that there's a good
yes,
progression.
yes, exactly. Change management is something very important because no matter how good the technology is, if the customer doesn't accept or adopt that technology, it will fail. So we need to be able to, we have to be able to deliver the platform, the technology, and to support and serve, and like you said, do the change management.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Omar,
My
for
pleasure.
your time
Thank you.
today, and it's great to learn from you and your 20 plus years experience. Okay.
Thank you, Cody.
Take care.